We'll be right back.
Tell y'all know.
Definitely don't want those 2 days in a row. Oh, you put it up, Prime?
Yeah, should be.
Okay. On your page.
I shared it though. You should see it.
It's on Sean Prime.
Yeah, but I shared it to Sensation Station, so you should see it too.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, about to come in with you on the crush. All right, hold on. Keep it clean. You're on live radio. Hold on, please, sir. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with that water for sure.
Okay.
The Academy of Creative Coaching is virtual coaching.
No volume.
Come back and interview.
Okay.
We're going to our crushing interview brought to you by Oracy Software. Go to oracy.com. That's RASI.com for more information. Right now, we're about to go into our first crushing interview. MaChelle, can you please introduce the coach, please?
Hey, man, former Virginia Tech Hokie, head coach of Reinhardt University, James Miller on the phone. What's up, Coach?
Hey, Coach, how you doing, sir? I'm going to go ahead and ask you, Coach. Phenomenal season. How are you feeling right now? Got to the national championship game. How are you feeling right now, and how are your team doing?
Now, Coach, you definitely being a former offensive lineman, you know how to get points on the board by grinding out the football. What is it about the running game that you love so much, Coach?
So right now, Coach, if I'm not mistaken, you're in the recruiting period, getting ready for 2018. What are some of the things that you're looking for to go out there and get this year to help build this program that's been, back-to-back to the national championship back-to-back years?
Now, Coach, how easy, with all of the success you've had the last couple of years, how easy is it to go into living rooms and kind of put that out there, like, hey, we do play for national championships?
That sounds like it will help a lot. Yeah,
Right.
sound like it will help a lot. Let me ask you this, Coach. You've been with the program, from if I'm not mistaken, since 2014. What is it about Reinhardt University that you can tell kids that you like about it, and what's great about it being up there in Waleska, Georgia?
Now, Coach, you made a couple of stops in Virginia, in the Carolinas. What is it about, and you was in Florida also? What is it about the state of Georgia and football that makes it so special? Mm. You follow him on Twitter?
Oh, Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Oh, yeah.
I had a kid that was up there. I don't know if he stayed or left. I don't know what happened to the young fella.
Was it on Facebook, the Crush Sports Talk?
The Chris Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Do you put the @ sign on first? Oh, I don't know nothing about that stuff. Don't listen to nothing I say.
Did you coach Tabitha?
What's that?
Did you coach Tabitha?
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, recruited her and coached her.
Are you gonna come back?
She's a good one.
Might have to come up for coach a little bit.
Come up.
Yeah. Right there. Right there. Yeah. All right.
We're going to our second crushing interview brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. ORC's motto, when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com, that's ORASI.com for more information. All right, MaChelle, please introduce our second guest, sir.
Big Ten legend, gold medalist. Oh yeah, she just happens to cover. She the head coach over at Georgia Tech, over on the flats, Lady Yellow Jackets. Coach Joe, to the microphone. Hey, Coach.
Hey, thank you guys for having me
What's
out here
happening,
tonight.
Coach?
Not much.
Welcome, Coach. Glad to have you.
Baller.
Let me just jump into this season. We'll start with this season. How would you characterize it so far for you?
Well, it's been an interesting season. We started out really strong and, ran into two top 5 teams, two of our first 3 home games in ACC play, and kind of had to regroup and came back on Thursday night or Sunday afternoon, had a great win against Wake Forest, very good Wake Forest team. So we've had some really significant wins. We beat Purdue at home at my alma mater, which was a big win for us this year, and had some, big games. We beat the defending Ivy League champion, and we had some really good wins. But I really feel like we kind of took a step back, and now we're regrouping, and I think this team has tremendous potential, an opportunity to turn it around.
Coach, what is it about ACC play that kind of gets everybody's attention all of a sudden?
Well, you're playing against, night in, night out, you're playing against the top 150 teams in the country. I mean, there's not a team in an ACC that can't compete nationally. And you could finish 5th place in the ACC and get to the Final Four. That's how strong this conference is. So it's one of those things, night in and night out, you have to bring your A game or you need to stay home, because top to bottom, this league, anybody can beat anybody on any given night.
I just wanted to put out there to our girl, Alicia Gray. That was not a shot at Purdue. We're still family. LaChina, the same thing. With Wake Forest, we're all family right here. Coach, I watched the game and was very impressed. You went 10 deep, and you went there. Do you feel like you're close? You're almost there to doing it again and having a good, strong end of the season to make it to where you want to go?
Yeah, I think we had some growing pains early on. We start 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores. We bring our veterans off the bench, and Zaire O'Neal is one of the best post players in the ACC, and we've gotten tremendous guard play out of Francesca Pon, who was the ACC Rookie of the Year last year. So we've got it was just an interesting blend of young players and seniors, and it's just taken a while to put it all together.
Now, Coach, you were former freshman of the year. When you get a young freshman coming in, how hard is it to get them to understand the transition from high school to college?
Early in the ACC.
Right.
Like, it's not different over here.
Typically the hardest part is just teaching them how to practice, because a lot of high school kids don't understand the intensity level that, on top of 3-hour practices, then they have to do weights and study hall and things they've never done before in their life. So I think that's the hardest transition from high school to college, is just all the demands that are put on them all at once. But we've been fortunate to have some really special freshmen, and like I said, Francesca Pon was a special freshman last year. Kiara Fletcher is a really special freshman this year. She's our freshman point guard, started every game as a freshman. There's only 3 other freshmen in the ACC that have started every game this year, and she's one of them. So that says a lot about her transition.
The one thing that I wish everybody understand is how global the game has got. you have 5 international players, or maybe more. So I saw 3 from Italy and 2 from Africa on the squad.
Right.
How important is that as part of recruiting? We don't recruit overseas like that. That's a big time recruiting over there. I mean,
You know, it's been really interesting. The great thing about those kids are, you know, most of them speak 3 and 4 languages, which is a little bit different than us, you know.
Right,
we
right,
lazy.
right.
We do our one.
But they come over here and they're really excited to be a part of you know, college basketball, NCAA college basketball, and you know, we play in arenas, people, and in places on TV that they don't get those opportunities, and it's
Right.
just it's a really exciting thing for them, but it's also a great educational experience for our current players.
Hold your question, MaChelle. I know we got.
Yeah, 'cause I got, boy,
We just get started, man.
because Coach is a ball over here, y'all.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to let y'all know how much of a baller she is.
And speaking of that, we always like to ask coaches, and we're gonna talk about that. Make sure you're gonna talk about the ball. We're gonna talk about it, but knowing what you've been able to do and seeing players, how are you able to temper your expectations?
You know, that's probably the hardest part, being a coach after being a player.
We'll talk about that when we get back. So stay with us at the Crush. That's for you too, Coach.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. You know LaChina, huh?
Yeah,
That's our girl.
You know, she worked with me for 7 years at Georgia Tech.
Really?
Yeah. She hired her right out of college. She was with me her first 7 years. And then she worked her way up to be my director of basketball ops. She's a really good friend of mine. So
That's our girl.
she took off, man. She got big.
We had to literally corner her like, yo, can we?
Right.
My schedule is open. Right.
5 minutes.
Because I be looking like, sometimes I be like, is that LaChina on TV?
Right. Right.
Like I'm looking at the
She
Duke
everywhere.
The Duke, North Carolina game. I'm sitting there and I'm listening. I'm like, is that her?
China. Yep. Something, isn't it?
When you see players like that, Tabitha and all them grow up and do their thing, I mean,
It's pretty cool, right?
that's pretty cool. Now she's
Yeah.
calling games for you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So she probably, she know firsthand what Coach
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she
I know that
knows.
look.
So China the whole time, Tabitha the whole time had that look on my face. I'm like, man, you gonna be the person now. You gonna be
Right.
calling the
What's
she like she
going
got
on?
the seriousness of it.
Right.
Coach needs you to cut.
Right
Right
after
there.
that, I got you. I got you. Well, you know what? My next question gonna kind of help answer that. It ain't a whole lot for Coach.
How many phones you got?
Everybody asked the same question.
Dang.
We
How you keep up with all that?
He airdropped me one time.
On
I'm
that.
like, his phone. I'm like, no, man, I need mine.
And I didn't even pull out the tablet yet. Funny.
We're back. We're in our crushing interview right now, brought to you by Odyssey Software, with the head coach of Georgia Tech's women's basketball program, Coach Joe, or MaChelle Joseph, whatever, everybody out here say Coach Joe. So, starter I left, MaChelle, what you got for us, man?
So we had got a question. Somebody wanted to know how hard is it to recruit in the Southeast. But not only do you have one next year, you have 2 McDonald All-Americans coming in, Coach. So how is recruiting at Georgia Tech?
Well, we've had a really good year off season. You know, we signed 2 players. One lives in Memphis currently, and one lives in Chattanooga currently. Both of them are McDonald's All-Americans, but both of them are originally from Nigeria. So they're both African players, but one was born and raised in the United States, and the other one was been here the last 4 years. But they're both tremendous talents. Obviously, this is only the second time we've signed a McDonald's All-American at Georgia Tech in women's basketball. Obviously, it's the first time we've ever signed 2 McDonald's All-Americans in the same year. So it's we're pretty excited, but we also are bringing in 3 other young ladies that are exceptionally talented, and that class is ranked 7th in the country.
Let me go ahead and ask the question. When you play the team down, was it 178 or 78 or play the Georgia Bulldogs?
Yeah.
How do you feel when you, because it's a battle, Georgia's got a good program, you've created a good program. What are the best games out there is the Georgia Tech women versus Georgia women. That game every year, is it marked on the calendar for your players? Do they kind of understand the rivalry that's going on around there?
Oh, I think there's no doubt. If you're at Georgia Tech or at Georgia, you understand what it means to play against each other in the state and what's at stake every time you play. And it doesn't matter what sport we're playing or what we're playing. We're playing checkers, and it's going to be competitive. So it's just one of those things where, you come into Georgia Tech, your job is to beat Georgia.
And add on that to that, with the
Gym and actually, working on our game. And I think now, kids want to skip the process, which that's the most important part of anything you do.
Right.
is the
They want to be a
process.
star today.
Yeah.
That's why I love Philadelphia's trusted process. Coach, did you ever think about extending the career afterwards?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I played professionally in Italy and had an opportunity, but the WNBA wasn't there.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying. Right there, you know what I'm saying?
So, but I always knew I wanted to be a coach, so I went to Italy and decided I got an opportunity to come back and be a graduate assistant at Illinois. And
Non-social media time in the program. Like, let's put the phone down. Let's get off Snapchat and
Yeah.
Twitter, and let's focus on our craft.
no, I haven't done that. I haven't tried that before. We do take their phones when we leave on a road trip and for 48 hours, But I've decided to stop doing that because everybody has a laptop or an iPad or 2 cell phones. Or in your case, 3 cell phones. So you take one, they still have 2 more. So.
Yeah, you can take that one. You ain't see the other one, Coach.
Got one stuffed in my
Oh,
gym
he's got
bag.
4.
Coach.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't forget. We come back, man. I think it's time, MaChelle.
We're gonna put Coach in the hot
We
seat.
got to put Coach in the house.
Let's do it. I love it.
So y'all stay with us. We right back.
She right. I mean, kids, everybody walks in and think they'll star.
But does it help your program, the social media has it helped?
I think so. I think it's helped. I think social media has helped, like, as far as awareness and about women's basketball. Men's basketball has had the media, the publicity, but
Right.
social media, I think, has helped women's basketball. I really do. And recruiting too.
My dad always say, when you want to see a play ran right, go watch the girls game.
Yeah.
Watch the ladies, because they're gonna screen properly. They're gonna roll properly. They're not gonna travel. They're not just gonna use the athleticism. Like, okay, bunt it. Just gonna cross shoulder and just get in the lane.
Right. That's true.
And they're gonna move their feet on defense. He always says.
I had my daughter there, and that was the thing. I was just that's all I brought her from. Glad I had a chance. Just like, look at her. Look at number 11.
Yeah.
And she's
They
21.
love
21 is
Yeah.
she's yeah. Make sure I'm gonna drag him down. Now we
Oh,
go.
I love it. The freshman point guard.
She give it to me.
That's who be getting it.
Yeah. She's good.
You're high coach.
38,
Biggest accomplishment so far as a coach.
playing for the ACC championship.
Wow.
What would it mean to cut those nets down?
What's that for you?
It was amazing because of the players and the people I was with.
Being named a Kodak All-American.
It was a dream come true.
Which satisfy you more? The accolades as a coach, or seeing your players this Sunday during the alumni and knowing what they've done? The accolades as a player. I'm sorry.
Definitely seeing the difference that hopefully I've played in the lives of the players I've had the opportunity to coach.
Winning a gold medal.
It was amazing. Again, another life-changing experience.
Which place, when you play, do you say, here we go? Because there's a lot of them in the ACC.
A lot of them. But I have to say Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Toughest venue in the Big Ten as a player.
Iowa.
It seems like they got that in football and basketball. Crazy.
I know it's a lot of players, Coach, but who is that one player that you kind of lost sleep trying to defend? You know you had to defend the next day. You played a lot of great. Well, then there's a lot of great ones. As a coach, I mean.
Oh, as a coach. Oh, gosh, there's been so many.
I know.
In the ACC, it's like every year there's somebody there, right? So, I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
The influence of Pat Summitt.
It's irreplaceable. She was a one of a kind. There'll never be another.
You've seen the coach from North Carolina, I'm sorry, name is get 1,000 wins. You see this coach get 1,000.
Sylvia Hatchell.
Sony Hatchell. I kind of alluded to a little bit that you're getting close to 300. What does that mean for you as far as your career?
Well, it means a lot to me because I've gotten all of those wins in the ACC and at Georgia Tech at one place. And so, you know, I started my career at Georgia Tech. I hope to end there.
Coach, can we wear the blue uniforms more?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I've asked my seniors.
Gotta ask you
Oh, they decide that.
I leave it up to them.
I always ask this as a coach because, you know, when I coach and MaChelle's coaching, and when your seniors leave you, when they graduate, how does that feel for you?
It's bittersweet. You know, you're happy to see them move on to bigger and better things and a whole other life, but you know, you want to hold on because they always leave when they're at their very best.
Yeah,
you know?
like, you're putting up 20
Right.
a game now.
Right.
We want to leave you now
Right.
after you get it.
That's the hot seat, Coach. When we come back, we're going to finish up our interview. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Oh, I forgot to ask.
Yeah, one more second.
Not somebody else, somebody Thompson. The Nikes or Jordans. Coach don't care nothing about that.
Nike or Jordans. Going to, you know, Georgia Tech's going to
Going
Adidas.
Adidas. Mm-hmm.
We're kind of excited about that. The reason is we're excited to get out of Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russell had a stranglehold on Tech for a long time.
Oh my gosh, it was like a 25-year contract.
Yeah. It was. It's
Hey,
funny.
I've been
You're
there
right.
16 years.
That's
I've
what I'm saying.
been
You
there the whole time.
The salesman who
Yeah.
signed them up for that.
He probably still like, thank you,
He
Tim.
mad. They're like,
What?
It's done.
should have signed him for 30.
Right. Oh.
He probably doing seminars. How you get that 25-year contract?
Right.
Coach, somebody want to know if the WNBA had been around when you came out, how you think you would have done?
I definitely would have been playing for sure.
Man, listen.
Go and put a point. Man. I don't understand.
Go Google MaChelle Joseph and look at the accolades. I'm just leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I thought about it, yeah.
4-time Big Ten Player of the Year.
How was Coach B when you were assistant for Coach?
She was there 2 years with me. I was her assistant for 2 years.
See that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I see her.
Yeah, she's crazy. I mean, she's fun, crazy.
Yeah. We was in the, make sure we was in the interview room.
Uh-huh.
We could hear her all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
We got an interview. Yes, you do. Yes.
Oh,
be
yeah.
at us like.
Oh, yeah. She's on blast. She had you on blast.
Oh, she's done.
All from back.
How you fellas doing? Hey, yes, ma'am.
Right.
They Googling you, Nunny Thompson. Wow. Try to tell y'all all day.
Hey, man, we're back in this crushing interview with Coach MaChelle Joseph of Georgia Tech, women's basketball coach. Coach, all right, we talked about it a little bit now. What's your focus to end this season, and what are your goals right now?
Well, one of the things that we're focused on right now is not having any regrets and just getting better every single day and, you know, making sure we leave it all on the court every night.
Coach, we hear so many people when we talk women's basketball. You always hear people talking, we're tired of UConn. We're tired of UConn. What does that do, their influence, what does that do for women's basketball?
Well, I think you got to give Coach Ariam a lot of credit because he has put women's basketball on the national stage, you know, in so many different ways. And, you know, I think what he's been able to do has been amazing as far as the titles and the year in and year out, you know, dominance that he's been able to have. I think that, again, we're living a part of women's basketball that we may never see again.
Right, right.
What he's been able to accomplish. So in my estimation, as long as they're talking about women's basketball, it's a positive thing. And so I think he's done that for our game. He's really put us in a spotlight nationally.
Right now, I think women's basketball is at all-time high. What are your thoughts about the game right now?
I definitely think we're on the rise. I do. I feel like the WNBA has really helped as far as, you know, giving us a chance to play after college so people can see what we look like as women's basketball players, not just at 22 years old when we finish college, but at 30 years old. And
right.
I think you see that we continue to get better and stronger, and the game is elevated a lot because of that. I also think that the year-round basketball that's the opportunity that our young people have to play year-round, and they're getting better coaching early, has created a better product to put on the floor.
Now, Coach, we always hear about the tough academics at Georgia Tech. How tough are they when you have to go out and recruit?
Well, you know, it's like I tell anybody, if somebody's afraid to play, to compete academically at Georgia Tech, then they're going to be afraid to play Duke. They're going to be afraid to play at Notre Dame. I mean, you can't have anybody that's living in fear. And one of the things that I love about Georgia Tech is you're going to have to go anywhere and work really hard academically. You're going to have to work hard on the court, but you're not going to leave everywhere with a degree from a top 6 school in the country.
Right.
And so, you know, if you're going to work hard, and you're going to sacrifice that much for 4 years, you might as well walk away with something that's going to change your life.
One heck of a degree.
One of our friends of the show and a friend as well as the Atlanta Dream president, Teresa Winslow, what has she met coming from Tech, and what has she met with having a program like the Dream in here and her being a part of Tech? What has that meant for your program?
Well, Teresa's been, you know, she was my sport administrator at Georgia Tech for 10 years, and, you know, she's been a great mentor and role model. And just the fact that she played women's basketball, you know, she played at Marquette, and so she has a passion for the game, and, you know, her investment in women's basketball runs deep. And I think there's no one better for the Atlanta Dream than Teresa Winslow to, you know, fight for what the best for that organization. And I think she's done a great job along with the owners. You know, Kelly and Mary Brock are tremendous, you know, supporters of women's basketball, not only with the Atlanta Dream, but also with Georgia Tech. So I think that whole organization has been a great asset for our city.
It seems like ACC tournament is coming up so fast. And I know you're taking it game by game, Coach, but sometimes you just look at the calendar and be like, where did the season go?
Exactly. Like, we have 9 games left in the season.
I know, right?
Feels like we just started. So,
Right.
You know, we're just taking it, like you said, one game at a time. But you're right. It's just right around the corner. And, you know, that's how fast a year goes. And that's why you can't waste an opportunity. And,
Right.
you know, you look back and you're like, you know, a game here, a point there, and you're sitting in a whole different situation. So you can't look back and you can't look ahead. You got to take it one game at a time.
My last one, Coach, and get up. Where can, for people to be interested, I think it's one of the awesome things I didn't know, and this is my negligence, that on Sunday kids can come in free and do things like that.
Right.
So having that crowd there and things like that, where can people find out more about the great Georgia Tech program?
Well, obviously on ramblingrec.com is a great place to go to find out anything about tickets. TechTix.com is another way to find out about any ticket purchase at any sport at Georgia Tech. But I would like to say that this Sunday at 1 o'clock is our last home game on a Sunday, and kids do get in free. It's at 1 p.m. It's also, our men will be playing later that afternoon, so it's kind of like a double header. But at 1 p.m. we play against Virginia, and that's our last Sunday home game. So, you know, we're also celebrating Girls and Women in Sports, National Girls and Women in Sport Week. So I would really like to encourage everyone to come out and take a look at us. Virginia's got a really good team. It's going to be a great game.
It's Coach Pastor mad you got 2 McDonald's All-Americans.
No, I think he's happy because one's from Memphis. So. Right.
Hey, Coach, man, we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We will see you more in the future.
Okay. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Without a doubt.
Thank you.
We got to take photos.
Man, we got to take photos. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Thanks again, guys.
Oh,
I
awesome,
appreciate
Coach.
it.
Awesome.
Hopefully get some people to come out and check us out Sunday.
Get all that in? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they did throw some stuff down, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you that date because I didn't have the date. I had another interview today earlier for this Girls and Women in Sport. I didn't even realize that's next week.
Yeah.
National.
We're going to do it in front of the sign.
We're going to do it in front of the sign.
Right.
You going to grab the basketball, man.
Yeah, get that basketball.
Grab the
Do it like
basketball,
this.
man.
How they do?
Yeah. There you go.
You got to grab the basketball,
Did
man.
you guys get your own photo stand? and
Oh, we do it.
everything?
Yeah, we do it. We got videos, photos.
Coach.
He got a lot of phone, Coach. We good, Coach.
I need to see this. He's hiding one over here on the chair. That's in case one of these falls, I guess.
We ain't never in trouble.
Right.
You guys are not, you're not right.
Yeah.
You're not right. You guys aren't right.
You gonna pull up a little bit?
Yeah.
Call
It's
it
high tech.
joystick.
Yeah.
Yeah, take whatever you want, Coach.
That thing's high tech.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah. Hold on, let me set the timer.
All
Give you
right.
10 seconds so in case y'all come up with some crazy stuff y'all want to do. But you got the Georgia Tech sign, Shaw?
Yeah, I got this.
He's got the ball. He's
There
ready.
you go. Hold on. Put the flash on.
There you go.
Here we go. 10-second count, everybody's going to count down.
All right, get over here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again.
Thank
I
you,
really appreciate it.
Coach.
Let me grab
All right.
all my crap over there.
You
All right, y'all. Have a good
You
night.
had your whistle with you?
Oh no, I should have brought it. Start blowing in your ear. I'll see y'all.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. All right. So take a rap real quick. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Hey, we gotta switch up, man. I want the back sometime. We can switch the ball to that, right?
What was it?
We switch the ball.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We had
Especially since I'm mad at what's called. You can have them have
we
back.
don't do that, man. Don't do that. That's the sun, man. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Son, man, come on, son. See, you can't get it now. You can't get it right now. I can't get it not be humble right now.
I'm sorry, yo. I just like that. I reverted back. Terrible job with me.
That was a good one, boy.
Oh yeah, that's hot right now.
What you call it, be mad. See, she be doing all. I know. I forgot what trying to work for her.
Yeah.
Dude, when you walk in, you like, she been on the shit. She been on the shit. How was that one, Brian?
Huh.
Good interview. I see was fun. Put a bug in me.
I took a note off that video Prime sent too.
Saw that Google when like you said, I went and saw stuff. Oh, Kobe said about it, man. Kobe put some points up, man.
But I don't know how people try to do the show without written down no way. I'm like, you sound crazy trying to freestyle your show.
Not bad.
Hey, we're going into this Crush Rundown. I just want to let everybody know your boys will be out in LaGrange, Georgia this Saturday.
Yes, we will.
With our guy Tyrone Poole and Cricket Wilder doing a signing. Meet and greet from 2 to 4 p.m. You know, we'll be out there. Come hang out with us. Come say hey to us. Cricket Wilder, something to smile about.
Without a doubt.
Hey, man, we're going to this Crush Rundown. But we talking about them stories, make sure that they didn't quite make the main story.
Right.
There was a lot of stuff going on out there, make sure.
Without a doubt.
What you got, man?
And LeBron James becomes the youngest NBA basketball player to score 30,000 points.
That's crazy.
He been playing since he's 15, so I mean, you know.
But I remember y'all was talking about this yesterday about the body and how if you go from 7 years, you go
Right.
from what, October to June every year?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's been playing since he was 18, but wow, 30,000 points, man.
Without a doubt,
That's
man. Congratulations to young Lebanon James.
Check this out, man. Remember Kamaya Street
Kamaya Street.
from Mays High School?
Mays High.
She had just won Freshman of the Week again for Kennesaw State.
You go on to give her the trophy.
She's won 5 times in freshman year. She put up 24 points against
Wow.
Stetson. This girl is on fire, man.
She balling.
Make sure I'm telling you, man.
She balling.
She's doing her thing. But congratulations, Kamaya. I saw it go and get something to eat, and she like, Crush. I'm like, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Congratulations. What you got, Mason?
My next story. So the All-Star teams are, pretty much everything's out. Devin Booker and Lou Williams, among other guys, they aren't happy that they got snubbed.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, this is really a popularity contest.
It is.
Your names aren't big enough. You know, Lou Will dropped 50 a couple of weeks ago. Devin Booker is scoring buckets, but I don't see people walking around with Devin Booker jersey. I don't see anybody walking around with a Lou Williams jersey. It's a popularity contest.
I would always like to ask them who you should take off. If you go on, who you taking off? And are you that much better than that guy that you take
Right,
off? So
right.
that
Who are you going to replace?
Who you replace? Not that you should be on, because there's only so many slots.
Devin Booker, CP3.
I mean, yeah, who you taking off?
Devin Booker, Steph Curry.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on, guys.
Come on, man.
Come
Hey,
on,
man,
guys.
you talked about LeBron. I have to talk about Kobe. Kobe Bean Bryant has been nominated for an Academy Award for his short story, Dear Basketball. Kobe.
It's the mumble.
He was even like, yo.
It's the mumble. Listen, anything the mumble does, it's the mumble.
Yeah, we know. See, you trying to take me there, man. I'm trying not to be petty. I'm trying to be positive right now.
See what I'm saying?
I'm being positive.
Okay.
Hey, for real though, congratulations, Kobe.
Without a doubt.
Great things, man. Get an Oscar nom. That's awesome, man. Dear Basketball.
Kobe.
Best animated short film at the 2000s. Has been nominated for Best Animated Short at the 2018 Academy Awards. Congratulations, Kobe. What you got, man?
Your man's in them, A-Rod. He will join Sunday Night Baseball during regular season where he's gonna be an analyst, and he will still be able to keep his job in the postseason with Fox.
Okay.
I kind of like this move.
All right.
I think A-Rod, for as dry as he was as a player, he's pretty good in the broadcast booth and when he does pregame shows. I like this.
Yeah.
I like A-Rod.
Yeah. Doing some things.
Well, he's still not Derek Jeter, but I mean, you know,
There
hey,
you go, man.
it is what it is.
He right. He ain't
I mean, he is dating J-Lo though. Yeah. So hey,
Look, he's been around.
hey, okay then.
Yeah. Hey, and I kind of understand this. Damian Lillard, for years, has been saying, I'm a Portland guy, I'm a Portland guy. Well, today, he wanted to have a private meeting with Paul Allen, the owner, discuss the direction of the franchise because he ain't making All-Star game, they ain't winning, and they ain't even close to winning the West. They ain't even
Well, he has to
close.
understand where he is too now.
And which brings the question, Damian, you keep telling about you a Portland guy. You know what y'all going to get. Nobody say they want to stay in Portland.
Right.
So you ain't got but a couple options, bro.
Come on, Dame Diddy.
Clyde,
Stop rapping too.
Clyde Drexler and Jerome Kersey ain't coming through that door.
They're not walking back through the doors.
it's you got what you got. All the players,
Even Clyde the Glide left.
yeah, he did. He went to Houston.
He did.
Won him a ring in Houston.
Right.
So Damian, you got a choice. You can keep playing and putting your buckets up, or do you want a ring? Do you want to trade for Klay Thompson? No, I'm just joking. What you got, Mason?
Your man's Joe Thomas, left tackle for the Cleveland Browns. He had been kind of going back and forth. Am I going to retire? Maybe not. He said the Cleveland Browns did a smart thing by not firing Hugh Jackson.
I agree.
He said Hugh Jackson is the guy that's going to probably get them over the hump.
Your thoughts on them hiring Haley?
I think it's good. I mean, I think Todd Haley is a good football mind. Everywhere he's been,
He might need a refresh too.
offenses have been good. Him and Ben it just didn't go.
And
It was oil and water.
because after a while, being the quarterbacks get a little bit above themselves.
Right.
And you know, it just gets to the point, you know, where you ask. But I think Haley might help out the offense. It should be interesting. He was there, and I don't think you should have fired Hugh after 1 year. I mean,
Nah.
You
Well,
gave
he
him
2 years. He was up 2 years.
Yeah, but y'all ain't really gave him. He lost his best player on offense, and
Right.
Joe.
Still should have drafted Deshaun Watson, but the front office is a mess.
That ain't him. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's not him.
So, hey man, it is what it is.
Let me shop for the groceries. If I'm gonna get fired, let me shop for the groceries.
Boy,
Bill
that's it.
Parcells.
Bill Parcells. And for all y'all who wonder, Bill Parcells was the guy that took the New England Patriots to the '96 Super Bowl, but he left in '98, and they were a sub. That's petty. Let's keep it on.
I mean, you just doing what you do.
Yeah, petty. What you got, man?
I just gave you that story.
Okay. Happy birthday this weekend to one of my favorite players of all time. I missed it. It was this weekend, January 21st. To Hakeem Olajuwon.
The dream.
Nothing will ever.
The dream shape.
That was a sky hook, and that was a dream shake.
Dream shape.
I saw more big 7-foot men jumping up in the air because of that dream shake,
Up and under.
and you would just be left.
Dream. Be glad Michael Jordan retired.
We ain't arguing about that right now.
Another one I
We got 3 arguments right now.
Be glad.
Kobe, LeBron. If Jordan wouldn't have left,
If Jordan would have, Jordan would have won 8.
and now it's the case is Klay Thompson. Those are 3 arguments right
Yeah,
now.
now it's Klay Thompson.
What you got, Mace, man?
Tomorrow we will know who the names for the MLB Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Gonna be real interesting. Been hearing and reading a lot of different stories that some of the steroid guys, where they might not get into this class, people are really starting to consider the impact of Barry Bonds, and they're starting to realize it's gonna be hard to keep him out of the Baseball Hall of Fame because take away the steroid. Just look at his Pittsburgh Pirate career.
He would have been all
The guy
Hall of
was-
Famer then. I mean,
Man, listen, the guy was a 5'2" baseball player.
yeah.
Say what you want.
And I understand. People say it makes you strong, it keeps you lasting, it rebuilds body tissue. But his eye coordination was still there. He led the team in walks. He home run. He was a good hitter. He could put the ball
Right.
in play.
Right.
It didn't help his left arm when he tried to throw people out.
Right.
It didn't help him at all. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So y'all gotta keep hating and quit hating and all that good
Without
stuff.
a doubt.
I want to ask your opinion and just real quick about the current situation with players who aren't competing. We might talk about it in the next 5 minutes because I thought Coach Lou brought up something interesting yesterday about Zion. You know, because I think Zion, wherever he would have went, would have been a superstar. I mean, he is a superstar.
Without a doubt.
He's 6'8", 2 freaking 60 with a lot,
Right.
maybe body
Right.
fat.
Right.
But he's a freak. And if he could have went in South Carolina, he'd been a hero in South Carolina. Going to Duke, you go to Duke, you're going to win, do your thing. But if he'd have went to Clemson or South Carolina and just maybe resurrected those programs, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it would have been a thing of beauty. If he had to pick any of the home schools,
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been crazy. I mean, he will always kind of be a South Carolina legend.
Yeah.
But
He was-
to
ooh.
cement your legacy
man.
by staying home, and I think that's what a lot of guys. I think a lot of guys miss that boat right there. I always think about our guy Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
If Garrison had went to Florida State, he wouldn't have the same love that he had at UGA.
Same thing with Herschel.
Same, right.
Them boys from
Certain
Georgia boys.
certain guys, when you're just the guy in the state and then to state at the in-state school, I think it speaks volumes.
What's the kid that for Norcross that just, I want to say the wrong school, y'all, but it's a big time recruit Georgia just got. Whatever he does for Georgia at this point in time, he's going to be a legend in the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
I got to look his name up. I
The
need
basketball player.
Georgia
Yeah.
Hoop Circle. You can hit us up real quick and let us
Right,
know. You
right,
know
right,
all this
right,
stuff.
right.
Well, I just look at that, and I agree with you, Mace. You want to be a hometown legend?
Right.
Go take a Clemson to South Carolina to the
Because
Final
the
Four.
thing about it, think if Georgia had actually taken Jamal Lewis over Jasper Saints. Jay Lewis be walking around these streets real crispy out here.
That's why people get fired.
Right.
Hey, man, we'll be right back. Stay with us. Wasn't that, who was that, Donnie?
Yeah, that was Jim Dunning. Hey, Andrea.
How long was it?
See,
So back
Scott.
to I started a new stream on Sensation Station, so
Okay.
Okay, I refreshed. Okay.
Ooh, we going into the second hour of the show, man. It's being brought to you by Phoenix Senior Living. Let me pull that up real quick because I don't want to mess it up because those are our people. But you know, the crush. When it comes to your loved one, everything matters. It matters to us. Go to PhoenixSRLiving.com to find out more about how Phoenix Senior Living can provide personalized and compassionate services for your seniors. That's PhoenixSRLiving.com. Hey, man, we're in the second hour of the show right now, being broadcast on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com. And kind of talking to MaChelle a little bit before we went to break about creating legacies. I mean, you're right. I just think about that. If we have a superstar, just think, and I know it was hard to get him to close, and good for Georgia to finally get one. What if Sexton and Wendell would have went to Georgia?
Man, and that's what I'm saying.
Dude, oh my good. Or
I'm
Tech.
saying.
I mean, it just changes the landscape.
Think about James Forrest is always good.
Good.
I mean, he's always good.
When you say James Ford, that boy with the Tech, that's that Tech boy right there. You're right.
Always
That's a good way of
good out
putting
here.
it.
As opposed to, we know that Marbury was a star here, but it don't have the same way. 'Cause he's a New Yorker.
He was a New Yorker.
You know, even Kenny A.
Yeah.
And now Kenny A had made his roots here.
Yeah.
But it's something about being a homegrown guy
That's a good way of putting it.
and going to your school.
James Forrest still good in these streets.
Oh yeah.
He's still good in these streets.
Yeah.
And you know, and when you were the homeboy, you're the hometown boy. Reason why her name is good. She grew up in that area.
Right.
Now she's Purdue and she's still doing her
Right.
thing. So, Coach Joe, she legend out there in Purdue.
Man, it makes me think about how people still, and you don't hear it as much, but when Quincy Carter's name comes up,
man.
he's still revered because he's a Georgia kid that went to Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, his name is always going to be a topic of conversation, good or bad.
Yeah.
But if he had to go to, University of Florida or someone like that, I mean, think about Cam. Cam don't get the love
Well, let's talk about.
that he should. We're here, but I mean, they didn't recruit him.
We're gonna write this down as a topic for later. But I'm just gonna ask this question: is the fact that Easton wasn't from here one of the reasons why he would? I mean, people say they love him,
It made it easy.
but when he was like, "I'm going," they're like, "No, because we got our homeboys
But,
coming."
because Fromm is born and bred here.
And Houston, kid coming next year, Jalen is going. He's from here as well.
Right.
So you got two kids
Right.
from Georgia. And when he left, he was like, "Man, we appreciate you going back home." That's
He's
good
going
for
back
you."
home, and just think about it, in 2 years, he's gonna be the toast of Washington. He's come Local boy comes back home. That's always a great story.
It's a great story.
Always a great story.
It's a great story. I didn't mean to bend off of that, but it's always interesting when we talk about that a little bit about if I don't know how much. And I guess we're gonna have to do a story with some of the older and some of the younger. Does legacy to them matter as much as it used to?
I don't think because
It's one and done.
You know, some of these kids think they're already stars.
Yeah.
And I don't think they really understand that. I don't think they think about it that deep.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I think Roquan will always be good in these streets.
Yeah, but he's a Georgia boy.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, just think about what he did his 3 years and what he's accolade. Yeah. They always say, and he was from Georgia. That'd be the other thing they add to it.
Think about if Takeo had went to Georgia instead of Auburn.
Oh man. He's still good in the street in Auburn because Auburn.
But he doesn't live there.
That's right. But
so just thinking that if he had a house in Auburn, it'd be something totally different.
That's a good point. I think we look at. I don't think kids understand legacy.
Right.
And that's the thing. I think they're all about, and it could be AAU and these traveling 707 teams that are making it a little different for kids. You know, because back in the day, like you said, the homeschool was the homeschool. Even if you played in a school. Your state. I think about our boy that played for the Bears this year.
Which one?
Tyreek.
Oh, Tariq Cohen.
Is he from North Carolina?
Yeah, he's from North Carolina.
He's a legend. He went to a smaller school.
Rob just brought up Deshaun Watson.
Oh man.
You talking about be good?
He already a legend because of what he did in high school.
Right.
And think about traveling.
Yeah.
They got out of state, man.
They got out of state. But Jake Fromm is soaking up all of that. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you, Trevor. Everybody appreciate you.
Hey, we come in, man. We're going to do That's What I'm Talking About. So y'all stay with us. It's The Crush. Oh, man.
What up, girl?
Because Deshaun Watson still talk about it. They like, man.
I can't play with my hair like you be playing with your hair on your show. You know, I don't have no hair. So I can't play with my hair like you be playing with your hair. Bill P, you right, man. Hassan Graham.
Yeah.
High C. Yeah, fan that she be.
Who?
That she be doing her hair when she do her show on Saturday. I can't do that, so I just make sure my hat's up. I'm a hat guy. She get that thing straightened out, get that thing flat ironed out. Yes, indeed. See, I be tuned in.
After this, man, do it wide out. I got you back.
Okay.
After this, that's what I'm talking about.
We'll tell Prime to put a mirror in the studio for you.
Who is it? Saturday. Yes.
We'll tell Prime to put one. Because you sit over there, so you need right there. You use this middle mic. We'll put over there.
That's what I'm talking about when we go into them stories. They're getting that love, man. When we're giving love to athletes out there. We're doing good things in the neighborhood and on the court and off the court as well. So, MaChelle, you can start it off, man. What you got?
Man, that's what I'm talking about to the Arizona Cardinals. They truly believed in the Rooney Rule, and they hired Carolina Panthers defensive coordinator Steve Wilkes as their next head coach. Long overdue, a name that was hot, but because Carolina was eliminated early in the playoffs, you heard more about Patricia and the offensive coordinator, Josh, whatever his name is, McDaniel. Steve Wilkes has a head coaching job in the NFL. Long overdue, but well deserved. That's what I'm talking about, Arizona Cardinals.
I had a chance to see it this weekend. Kennesaw State women's team befriended a young lady by the name of Kate. And this weekend, they gave her a big birthday party with all the fans saying happy birthday to her. Coach B, Baronato, who was leading that in the Kennesaw State team, even after the loss, they still gave her a lot of fun. She had a big smile on her face. And I just want to say thanks. That's what I'm talking about to the Kennesaw State women's team. Even the guys came out and surrounded her well. And so happy birthday to her. So shout out to Kennesaw State. What you got, MaChelle?
That's what I'm talking about to Morehouse Maroon Tigers.
Give them a shout out. Yes,
undefeated, ranked nationally, doing that thing, man. I got little Patillo over there, Coach Patillo, as we like to call him. Man, the Maroon Tigers, nationally ranked. You gotta love that, man. It needs some more light. It needs some more love. Morehouse, start tweeting it out. Get on your Facebook page. Keep your Facebook page updated. Let people know. And, you know, Keisha Kelly, she's doing a good job with Black College Experience, trying to let people know. Morehouse, let everybody know about the accomplishments of these young men. That's what I'm talking about, the Morehouse.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And to all people that keep giving, like Steph Curry and now Serena Williams, asked that Colin help some part of his last million.
Right.
Put 10,000, and she would match his 10,000 to end family homelessness and poverty in LA. And Imagine LA is the organization that donated to. She matched them. Still doing great things out there. Should be a coach. He geeked right now because he's swole out there. To Serena and to all the people that keep matching Kaepernick's $10,000. That's what I'm talking. What you got, man?
And that's what I'm talking about to the CAU Panthers.
They doing their thing.
They are also undefeated right now.
Yes, they are.
I'm pretty sure Morehouse and Clark has to play soon. We need to check the calendar to see if we can get over there for that.
We'll put it out there now.
Yeah.
Let the crush in the building.
You know, we have both programs in the AU Center doing a great job in men's basketball. That's what I'm talking about.
This is just special for both of us and to everybody in the family. Kennedy Guest Pritchard.
Oh, man. That was my last one. Go ahead.
I just kind of choked up a little bit, man, because she's doing what we talked about. She's doing her game.
Yeah, she worked the plan. The plan worked hard.
She has hit 1,000 points at Smith College.
What career?
Oh, my God. This girl is doing it, and she's doing it for the Smith College Pioneers. Hey, Kennedy, I know your mom's proud, but we proud of you as well.
We super proud. Matter of fact,
Oh,
would like to think we planted the seed.
And then we kept bringing around people.
With all that
man.
pressure we gave you.
And you was seeing people that, you know, we just hope we did a little bit for you, man. And
Just a tad, you know, in your thank you speech, I hope, like, at the end, after you thank everybody, you like, oh, yeah, to my guys who tried to work me to death. Yeah. Proud, man.
Proud of you. I seriously, man, I was like, damn, man, I'm just proud of that little girl right there, man.
But you know what's crazy? I really, again, I don't think kids understand how fast their college careers go by.
Yeah.
And I think they don't appreciate what happens. I think I didn't really understand what was going on till like late in my senior year.
Yeah, it's almost over.
When I'm like, wow. I can even remember our senior, like going into senior camp. And it was like, oh my God. No, this is it.
Well, that's what you said. I was like, what the hell is this coach doing here, man? What's Coach Redmond gonna do here, man? That's what I was saying. Like, oh
and
Lord.
It was crazy for us. It was kind of, it was like a throwback for us because we had to do camp at Lakewood.
Oh yeah.
You were familiar where you've had. So I think that was like one of the best camps I ever had because I was on familiar ground. I understood the turf. I knew what shoes to wear. I tore up a great pair of Nike Vios. Oh my God.
Lakewood told me.
Oh yeah. Now look, but what was crazy because like I enjoyed getting the nicks and the scratches because
I hated Lakewood.
That was one of the things those were like battle scars. That was like war wounds to us.
We had to get in and go over there and fight and that thing. Ooh, Lakewood. I remember because you had the little stems. Lakewood was painful. But I knew for a lot of y'all, like, man, it's home, baby. I was like,
it's home. Like, man, I would get so excited every day at practice. I just felt like, I mean, you've played so many games there.
Good old Lakewood.
Oh man, like getting those turf burns. Because you know, once you get one, like say if you get one beginning of the season, it's not healing until the season. And then I remember when we played like 3 games in a row at Lakewood. So there was no need to wear no sleeve or nothing because you were gonna fall, you were gonna get tackled. So you was gonna knock the scab off.
I came home with that. Like,
yeah, I still got. Matter of fact, this burn I got right here that you can still see. Lakewood.
One of the fun things about Lakewood before we go was the hill.
The crown.
It wasn't level.
Yeah, the crown. No, it was crown for drainage.
I understand.
Right.
But I feel like what the
But again, what's crazy is we understood.
I know.
We understood how it looked different. Like the quarterback was throwing that head. Like so. Oh yeah, man.
And you know what's funny? I didn't see the crownage game until with the Marietta High. They had the same type of crownage. And I was like, am I at Lakewood?
You in the hole over there.
Hey, we come back, man. We're gonna do a wide out corner. So stay with us. It's the curse. I couldn't get used to it.
Yeah.
We played Morehouse, and I was on punt team. So somehow I came down it wrong. That should have been. It's my fault by that time. That's about 6. That's 7. We know I should be used to.
Yeah.
And I came down, and the dude did something like this, and I grabbed him and got a face mask call.
Yeah.
On the heels.
Right.
They like, oh, you been here long enough. You should know what a damn heel is, man.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It was always one of the things. That crown.
But y'all killed y'all. I can tell who played that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Boy.
Looks and
Oh, had a feel. They it's like shooting in your backyard.
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah.
Green light. Hey girl, school's on. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection cleared. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety.
When she rides a bicycle, you put on his sunscreen. When he's embarrassed, his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/therightseat. That's safercar.gov/therightseat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connors Middle School? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. It's disorganized.
I think I understand. Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about attention issues designed to help your child in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Optimism presents multiple choice parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup.
We're going back with
Wide out.
Her shoes. How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends. B, console her. Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot.
I should be finished with all some. I'm making you guys all this stuff.
Okay.
I should be finished by tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye. Or D, help her find a new boyfriend. I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice. Single. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers, but you don't have to be perfect.
All right, bring me back in.
Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information.
Yes, sir. This is the part of the show where Emmanuel Glaze allows me to just lose my mind and go off. It's the wide out segment right here. And I hate to do it to a fellow wide out, but I have to. Terrell Owens. I would have given you a really yesterday, but here we go again. You're on the brink of the Hall of Fame vote. I've said time and time again, T.O., why don't you just be quiet, stay out the news, stay out the press, stay out the media, and just let everything flow. What does T.O. do today? Somebody sticks a microphone in his face and he says the Dallas Cowboys should move on from Jason Garrett. Why, T.O.? Listen, T.O., listen. I agree with you, but right now, T.O., you're not in position to be doing any talking. See, the difference between you and Randy Moss has become one of the good guys. He's ingrained himself every day with that smile on NFL Countdown. He's on ESPN. Anytime somebody reaches out to him, he answers the call. Now, Randy, we remember how much of a bad boy you were. I remember the 2 years in Oakland that you basically quit. People want to talk about the good bad in New England, but at the same time, Randy, they got tired of you in New England, let you go. Then they sent you to Minnesota, they let you go. Then you went to Tennessee, and they let you go. But now that you're in the media, people want to forget about that, Randy. Listen, T.O., take a page out of Remo's book. If you want to become a good guy, you want to become a guy that the media likes, just be quiet. Stay off all of the different shows, because this is what they know, T.O. Put a microphone in your face, you're going to lose your mind. And you're going to say something and see, when they go in that room to vote the Hall of Fame next year, this upcoming season, guess what they're going to say? T.O. still don't get it. He's still not ready. Should T.O. have been a first ballot Hall of Famer? Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Look at his numbers.
Not even a question.
Without a doubt. But it's the extra stuff that you do, T.O. And you got to understand, T.O., it's not guys who played the game like you who are in there making the decisions. It's the guys who are making the decisions, T.O., are the guys that you continuously, you piss them off.
T.O. got to realize, and great time May said, his boys ain't voting.
No.
His boys ain't voting. It's those people who think that they, no offense to all you writers who finished school, got their degree in journalism,
right,
who watch the game,
who don't know how to put hip pass in.
They all that, but they got now that they got the pen and the paper to sell out, they love being a decider to you.
Right.
So my question to you, you don't have to play to them, just stop talking.
Just stop talking. T.O., just go disappear for a year.
Marvin Harrison had the worst cases ever on him.
Oh my God.
Did we ever hear from Marvin Harrison? Ever?
You know my nickname for Marvin Harrison?
What?
Two Pistols.
One of the worst.
Marvin Harrison shot somebody at a car wash.
Things ever, and still got in the Hall of Fame.
But guess what Marvin did?
We ain't hear from him.
He just disappeared.
We ain't know where he stayed. Well, we knew, but we didn't. You didn't hear from Marvin.
Why?
Marvin had one of the worst cases ever, Mateo.
Right, and they know he pulled it. They got video footage.
Everybody like, Marvin did it.
Marvin did it.
He still got in the Hall of Fame.
He's still in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Right.
We try to. If you really want to get in the Hall of Fame, man, don't look for the camera because they gonna find you. Just
they do it on purpose, T.O. Just stop.
I just think about that all the time. Marvin Harrison's in the Hall of Fame, and that's his nickname.
Two Pistols.
Two Pistols.
That's my nickname for him.
You can't get in the Hall of Fame, man. You ain't really do nothing because the only thing you did is talk.
You rub everybody the wrong way. T.O., the next time somebody asks you for your opinion on something, say no comment.
No comment.
No comment.
I'm gonna keep it going.
Now I want to say no comment. Just walk away. Matter of fact, T.O., clearly you got a little change left because you show up everywhere. You was at national championship game.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're everywhere, T.O. Hey, go spend a year over in Rio de Janeiro.
You know what, MaChelle? We know enough people in the media industry, right? We know some people.
Right.
Go do something good. We'll send our some people with some camera crews and follow you over there.
Nah, don't even do that.
You want to do that, man?
Just disappear. let people start saying, "Hey, where's T.O.?"
Yeah.
Because Every time somebody needs a sound bite,
They go find them.
they go find you, T.O. T.O., go to Rio de Janeiro. Leave your phone here. Leave your tablet here.
Yeah.
And just soak up. Walk around with your shirt off every day. Some camouflage shorts and some flip-flops.
Yeah.
For 365 days. And then when the Hall of Fame vote comes around next year, they're going to say, you know
No,
what?
we ain't heard to you.
We ain't heard from T.O. He get it.
I mean, if you really want to be in that bad, T.O., because
Right.
if Randy go in before you, we all be like, see, they still on that.
And I still think Randy shouldn't be first back because he was more of a nuisance than T.O.
If Randy get in before you, T.O.,
Oh my God.
you need that.
Anybody who say I play what I want to, I can't rock with him.
If Randy get in before you, T.O., you need to holler at you. Rewrite, T.O., I don't want you on that. I'm scared you're going to say something. We don't want to be the reason why you don't get in. T.O., I used to be like, man, I don't want T.O. to show no I don't. Because you come out here and say something off the wall, I'll be like, we done got him in the hot seat and he done said something. I ain't like, man, God dang, T.O.
Rob said, be a dilfer. Be a dilfer.
We'll be right back. Oh, man. Marvin had a
Shot somebody.
It had, look, I got the cold jacket.
Everybody knows Marvin was a thug. We talking NFC Championship?
Yeah. I got one, Prime. Next segment, NFC, football, and then I got one say in my chest before we get off. Mine ain't got only but a few minutes. We need to bring all our memorabilia and show people. Not bad for a show that's on the internet.
Hey.
We're gonna be like, look at all this stuff. How did we get all this stuff on the internet show? I keep telling we internet. We still get a lot of sign and stuff. How did that happen, maybe?
People y'all can't get.
Have you found what are you doing? You downloading the videos now?
What video?
The videos.
YouTube.
Oh.
I try not to. I don't know how to download it. And they too. You can send them to me. You don't send them no more.
I mean, you don't be asking. I thought you figured out how to download it.
I wish you would let me do it. You gotta give me access. You give me access, I download it.
I mean, okay. I should
Make it easy for you. I just without it just and this thing I got full. I had to move them off of here. Just show me how to do it, man. And I do it from there. This one, like with the phone interview, I need that video so I can put them out there because you can't hit nothing. So let me do that, man.
You should because
If it's easy, it's easier to.
yeah, because Dr. Payne, I don't know how she got it. She said she downloaded it. So.
I tried to download it. It said somebody access or something.
We'll work it out.
Make it easier for you. Then you can do. You got to take them off your phone.
Because all of them up there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why it'd be easy for me to go get them.
All right.
Well, we did so much love to the yesterday.
By default.
Yeah, we kind of
We got forced in that a little bit.
we called it the takeover yesterday. Yesterday was the takeover.
Right.
That was the takeover yesterday. But I don't want my people in Philly to feel like we live out. I got a lot of people say, "Hey, man," I say, "You let you do we talk football?" So we're gonna talk about it right now. Philly, you did the thing, man. 38-7 over Minnesota. 38-7. And look, man, so give me a second, man. Let me say this.
Brag a minute.
No, I gotta apologize again.
Okay, my bad.
To the Philly fans and Nick Foles, I apologize. For 2 weeks straight, I laughed and said Nick Foles can't do it. And for 2 weeks straight, you've done it. Nick Foles threw for 352 yards.
Right.
Against that Minnesota defense, MaChelle.
Right.
250, 352, MaChelle. So to the Philly fans, and I know there's a lot, to your cousin that a couple of years ago, we kind of shamed, didn't we? He had to wear a Cowboy jersey. Remember that, Mace?
Yeah.
We shamed him in here.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's laughing. He's going to the Super Bowl, MaChelle. He's going to the Super Bowl.
He is going to the Super Bowl.
Give me your thoughts about the game, man. What did you see? Was it just a Nick Foles sighting, or what did you see? Was the defense just so aggressive and great? What were your thoughts?
Well, when I looked at this game and kind of piggyback to the week before with Doug Peterson crafted a great game plan for Nick Foles. Yeah. Looking at the last few games of the season, they kind of threw out the Carson Wentz plays and said, you know what, these are the things that Nick Foles does well, and he became comfortable. He played with such a great confidence on Sunday in that championship game. I mean, it was crazy. The long touchdown he threw where he stepped up in the pocket a couple of times, and when we climbed the pocket and he let it go. I mean, listen, Carson Wentz wouldn't have done that because those are the plays that kind of run for Carson Wentz. Give Doug Peterson and Frank Wright and that offensive staff credit for adjusting their game plan and adjusting what they do.
Good thing about Philly is they had a guy on their staff that was kind of Nick Foles and Frank Wright.
Right.
And he understood. I wasn't Jim Kelly.
Right.
But I knew you give me some things, I
right.
can do some things. And that's what you had to see. And you can always tell who wins and loses by balance. The Eagles threw for 33 attempts. They ran 30 attempts.
Right.
Minnesota threw 48 times, ran 18 times.
Well, a lot of their throws.
But that's at the end of the game.
Yeah,
but I always tell everybody, you can tell who winning.
Oh, without a doubt.
Balance.
Well, without a doubt.
When you see a team throwing 48 times, they try to catch up.
Right.
And that
like they all out of it. They all out of it.
You just like empty everything, just air it out. And
right.
and the defense Philly's defense. It's why a lot of people are saying they can stick around in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
the defense is ridiculous.
Listen, that front four, that front seven, well, you got Fletcher Cox, and then you got the young kid on the end.
Kendricks.
Yeah. Listen, two dogs.
And Graham, he a vet too.
Right, and then when you talk about their corners, listen, they match up very well with New England Patriots.
I think they do as well, and it's just, and you got Long on that team too.
Yeah.
Doing their thing, and that's the thing about Philly. They played honestly a good team in the Falcons. I say that they shut down.
Mm-hmm.
The last two games they played in the playoffs, 10 points, 7 points.
Right.
They've only given up, 17 and then it's 8 points on the game.
Right.
That tells you that they're focused on defense. They're getting to the ball, and like you said, they're young with the vets that can get to the spots that you can. And Nick has done enough in both games. Well, this game he exploded, but he did enough. Cause I didn't think, honestly, and I like I say, I think that you can do that with that Minnesota defense is nasty.
It's nasty, but the Minnesota offense didn't help the Minnesota defense. Kept them on the field a lot. That pick six was so game changing. And the thing about it, it was the right throw, it was the right read. But when you get that pressure and they kind of changed, he couldn't get the ball out clean. It allows the corner
to get back in. They was up 7-0 at the time.
Right. Because they take their first drive, march down the field. They get a stop, and here they go again on another drive.
Do it again. The interception they scored, they were like, okay.
Yeah. They gave them confidence, and then when you talk about just this running game in Philadelphia,
and look, nobody had 100 yards, but it's the type of running game where you just get frustrated.
Right.
Because they keep coming. Ajay ran for 73. Blunt ran for 21, but it was a pain.
It was a bruise. It was a bruise 21 yards.
They bring this little Khalil out. He gets a tough 20 yards. I mean, they just come 30 rushes.
Right.
And like you say, when you're behind,
you
don't want that coming at you all the time.
And it's three different styles of running.
Yeah.
Where Blunt beats you up. Ajay, he dropped his shoulder, but he's shifty enough to make somebody miss and kind of get out the back door.
What's crazy is Gary Blunt in the championship
again.
In the Super Bowl.
He got to be feeling some kind of way. From the pregame, when they had the Meek Mill going and all the Philly players in the end zone, even the kicker was getting everybody but Nick Foles. clearly Nick Foles don't listen to Meek Mill.
Telling y'all right now, one of the greatest hip hop songs. I'm saying I know ya. That Daydreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
Oh
That he go from slow to
that thing. Get that.
one of the great. Y'all can say what y'all want to. That Meek Mill. If you don't get hyped, that's for me. If I was supposed to play, I'm playing that.
Meek Mill has that kind of voice. Though.
Yeah. Oh, I did it. I mean, he just get. And when Philly played that in the stadium,
right.
I'm like, oh.
Right. I mean, the only bad thing that came out of this game for Philly was this, and it should be surprising. I mean, the attitude of their fans.
Throwing beer cans at players.
Throwing beer cans at people walking in.
Was it full beer cans?
Yeah. They shooting birds, but if you've ever been to a game in Philadelphia, this is what they do.
We said, what we say, from everybody we talked to, they tell you, take that. You said it.
Yeah, this is what they do. Listen, we were smart enough not to even wear our stuff. You know, we had it on, but we had it, because, I mean, who want to be arguing with somebody up in the 500 section? Who want them problems?
I'm telling you, man.
I don't.
They threw cans of beer at somebody.
Multiple cans. And they even picked on the old lady. Come on.
Philly fan, y'all booed Santa Claus.
But that's Philly.
Y'all booed Santa Claus.
They threw batteries at Santa Claus also.
Y'all booed Destiny Child. Hey, Beyonce, you better hope debate. You're one of them. Hey, when we come back, man, I'm going to say something with my chest real quick, so stay with me. And us. Hey, we got to take a photo with it.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter's strong as hell, so I got this little drill that we do. Well, I don't have no basketball goals in the house. So what I do is I throw the ball off this roof.
And make her go get it.
Me and her go against. I said, you can knock me out.
Right. Yeah, if you can box me out.
And she,
right.
I just, the first few times, abused her.
Yeah, too.
She was like, so she started getting mad. She threw my ass.
I was
like,
hey.
Yeah. And then they said, yo, Nadia had a great game. Cause I told her, I said, I don't want you to worry about them. Your team, they got a girl that can put up 30 a game in the 8th grade. I said, you need to get up on there, take the big man out, get some boards. They said, you like 15 boards and 3 blocks.
Okay.
Cause then I had to do stuff like move her feet. I would come from different angles at her. I just said, don't worry about it. Just keep your hands up, move your feet. Okay. Hey, man, I'm about to just say it with my chest real quick. I haven't had a chance to say it in a while, but I understand hating great players. I understand. And me and MaChelle know the running out here is I'm a Kobe hater. Even though he's not doing it this year, not yet, but he's not the LeBron. When I was in the 90s, I didn't like the Bulls. I didn't. Because I was a Hawk fan, and every second round I knew that Smitty was about to get in the second round because Jordan was there. But I still respected Jordan because I knew he was the great player out there. And I didn't make any excuses. Everybody like, oh, the ref cheat. Jordan couldn't do this. I knew I couldn't stand the Bulls. And that brings me to now. I can't stand the Patriots. There are 3 teams I don't like. Number 1, the Saints. Number 2, the Patriots. And number 3, the Panthers. Those are my top 3 right now. But I do recognize greatness. I always look and I get the numbers thrown at me about he didn't win every game. But Tom Brady is 2 in the Super Bowl. He's won 5 Super Bowls. He's been to the Super Bowl now 8 times. 8 times, guys. And he's doing things. You can say, I don't know how much cheating you can do to do that. It can be great. Previous to he coming and being the starter for the Patriots, yes, Bill Belichick's first year, he went 5-11 with Drew Bledsoe as the quarterback. The year before that, he was 8-8. There was another coach before him. When Brady, to this day, I'm sure Mo Lewis gets flowers and cards because of what he did to Drew Bledsoe. Because that hit that Mo Lewis did to Drew Bledsoe started this whole era that we're in now. Because Brady was over there looking like a skinny kid until Mo Lewis put his helmet right between that chest and caused some type of function that had Drew out the whole year.
Right.
Next year, that same year, they were Super Bowl champs. And it has been since think about this, 2002 in football.
Right.
Think about the great program. Terry Bradshaw went 4-0, but he only went to 4 Super Bowls. Steelers got 6 overall, 4 by Bradshaw, 2 by Roethlisberger. Dallas Cowboys got 5. 2 by Staubach, 3x8. 49ers, the great 49ers, 4 by Young, Montana, 1 by Young. England got 5. Patriots, 5 by Brady.
All 5 by Brady.
There's no in between. So hate him. I get it. Trust me, I hated the Bulls. I hate when I see the Saints win that Super Bowl, I threw up a little bit. But recognize greatness. Quit trying to make it bigger than what it is. Sometimes greatness just appears. And it appeared because Mo Lewis put his helmet on Drew Bledsoe.
Posted alone.
Made him spit blood out his mouth.
Yes, indeed.
And I remember yesterday, we about to take off, but Belichick got up on that and said, we're going to ride with Tom Brady. And he's still riding. And we'll be back. I looked at them numbers like, I know y'all hate them, but this is not even funny no more.
Nah.
All these great franchises never had, all that Super Bowls were won by multiple people.
Yeah, like you said, there ain't that much cheating in the world. I mean,
You can cheat all you
I don't
want.
like it. I'm from Connecticut, and that's all my cousins and everything like New England. I hated New England because of that. 'Cause I was supposed to like New England because I lived over there.
Yeah.
But thing like that, when people talk conspiracy stuff, like, hey,
Ain't that much cheating.
Ain't that much cheating in
but
the
can't
world.
many people keep that many can't that many people can keep that kind of secret?
In back-to-back years, Brian, we was up 28-3.
Yeah.
Then this team was up
And
20-10.
he the man.
He just sit there.
Hold on.
It's killing you.
Bro, you need 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and hold my bill.
Hold my bill. Let me go do this real quick.
And if he can beat this hot Eagles team,
Oh, man.
I mean, that just.
I don't want to hit nothing. I'm going to do like you do.
If he
I'm not arguing.
Yeah, you can't. You just gotta give it to him.
But you know, but what be so crazy is you know it's coming.
The cheating, and I get it. Y'all hate him.
You know it's coming. Like
Listen,
you,
I hate
you
it.
know he finna. You know he finna. Here he come.
And like I said, I was a Bulls. I hated the Bulls. But I knew when Mike got it, shit, it's over. It's a wrap. Like that play when he did with Malone. Malone had it.
Yeah.
Snapped it out his hand, went down the cut.
When he was out there laying down about to die with the flu,
I mean, just
he goes to a timeout and just be like,
and y'all quit tagging us on. We seen this. Look, man, the man, 8 Super Bowls. He was supposed to lose 1, and the way people don't understand how to beat New England is you can't beat yourself. You have to play a great game. New York needed 2 of the greatest passes I've ever seen in a Super Bowl to beat New England.
Come back with the rapper.
Yeah. And we go to this crush recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
The Blunt Power 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power.
by going to their website, bluntpower.com, or going to their Facebook and or Twitter page at Blunt Power. Hey, man, good show, man. Good show.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, good show. Got a chance to talk to Ryan Hart. I really want y'all to know, in Georgia, we had a great run as football this year.
Boy.
Y'all don't understand.
Across the board.
I mean, even Clark had a good run for a minute. We had, people from Kennesaw State had a good run. Ryan Hart had a good run. West Georgia had a good run. Georgia had a good run. In this state, by itself, we
Without
was in
doubt.
every division we had a run in.
I like Coach said, listen, I don't have to recruit outside Georgia.
Yeah, he stays in the state. He said he let everybody go where they go.
Right.
Then go get his play.
I'm going to get right here.
And 13-1 last year, 12-1 this year. It was good to talk to Coach James Miller from Ryan Hart. Shout out to our boy J Mac, who's always talking about, man, y'all need to talk
He's
about
always up to Ryan Hart. Appreciate the plug, J Mac.
Also, for everybody out there, we from the AUC, Morehouse and Clark are playing great basketball. Shout out to our fam, Erica Mitchell, of Erica Mitchell and Associates. She got 2 kids playing ball, one at Clark and one at Georgia State.
Yes.
They're doing their thing, man. And Coach Joe, man. Coach Joe was cool, man.
Coach Joe was dope, man.
Yeah, like you said, man, go Google MaChelle Joseph.
Yeah.
And just look when you say, her accolades might come up for her coaching.
Right. Freshman of the year. 3-time Big Ten Player of the Year. all-time leading scorer Purdue history. Blah blah blah. McDonald All-American. I mean Kodak All-American. All that good stuff. Yeah, she got it.
Make sure when you see certain players like Brady and Kobe, and like even though I give Kobe crap, Kobe still was great.
You embrace it. You. My dad says all the time, nobody ever gets tired of winning. And the thing that you have to understand, enjoy this and embrace it, because you may never see this again.
Right.
With the state of quarterback play that you see coming down the pipe, and nobody saw Brady coming out of college being what he is now. But again, hard work, trump talent every day of the week. When you love it, when you're passionate about it, it's always on display with him.
Like I said, I just remember like yesterday the Mo Lewis hit, and when Bill Belichick got him. We always talk about. Remember when Philly got rid of Donovan McNabb? We like, what are they seeing in practice? Belichick must have saw something in practice, like we're gonna ride Tom Brady.
But it's just like when everybody goes on back and forth about what Nick Saban did in that championship game. Listen, when it's your team and you practice and you see these guys every day and you put them in situations every day, you just know.
You just know,
You
man.
just know.
And quit hating on greatness, guys. I know you want to hate on it. You know, I know people don't like LeBron, but 30,000 points at his age, like you say, he's been playing since 18.
Right.
To do what he's doing.
Yeah.
I will honestly, a bigger LeBron fan I am, I can't put him over Jordan because I just know when certain things came down, Jordan could do certain things.
But this is the crazy part. He's always been the guy. He's been the guy from the word go.
From when he came in 18, all of them, you know, they just come in and just to. We'll never know.
And he hadn't missed no time. That's what's crazy.
We don't know this level. That level is crazy to me. We played MaChelle, but that level, to know every time I step on there, I'm that dude.
Every time.
And Brady knows that. When it was 20-10, I was like, that's Tom Brady over
He was
there.
on there looking like, bro, just give me the ball. Hold my bill.
Hey, man.
In his case, hold my yogurt.
Hold my... Thank you, Prime. Thank you, Coach James Miller of Reinhardt College. We appreciate the call,
Hokies.
sir. He was a beat Tech Hokie. Thank you, Coach MaChelle Joseph of Georgia Tech Women's Basketball.
Teresa Winslow, appreciate the love.
Thank you, Teresa, as always. Good show, Mace.
Yes, sir.
Got a lot on tap tomorrow. You got anything you want to tell about Recruit 101 tomorrow?
Hey, man, it's just going to be live. You know what it is. Again, close signing day is around the corner.
Ooh, probably the corner. I can feel it.
It's here.
I can feel it.
It's
The coaches all over, they riding up and down the street trying to get them.
They getting it.
So for everybody out there, thanks for listening. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Peace.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Do a favor, pull up. That's a computer primarily gonna use. Pull up Facebook.
Okay. I'm here.
Go to the
Cessation.
yeah.
All right. Kind of slow updated. Oh, it's on your page too, though. Ain't it? Half of it on your page. Ain't
But it'll still be. I shared it, so it'll still be over there.
it? See, when I click that, it won't let me.
Huh?
It won't let me download.
Oh no, you gotta open it up. Hit that. Now go to them dots.
It won't let me do it.
Oh, it's good.
You gotta give me like some small rights, like minimal rights.
Yeah, I gotta add you as a
Yeah.
As an
as administrator.
Yeah. That's all I need, an admin. A little admin rights, I can do it.
Oh, I don't do that. How the hell is Pam?
You must have gave her rights earlier.
I'm not giving her no damn rights.
She sweet talked you and that thing. No.